Hi, welcome to the Quantum Empress. I am your host, Cristina Drannikow, and this is our channel for empowerment, self-discovery, and healing of the true women, for women to become the empresses of their lives. Now, we hear a lot of empowerment and empowerment actions, and that we need to push each other towards more positive attitude. Yet sometimes it's not just about the positive attitude. It also has to do with looking at those parts where we lose power. And today a crucial theme for losing power is perfectionism. Oh my God, I don't know you, but I've been dwelling with perfectionism, I think, my whole life. And I think most of women have that. Perfectionism is something that comes from an internalization of a concept that comes from the outside. And it has to do because our lives, especially women, we haven't been taught to love ourselves the way we are. We haven't been taught to be authentic, to be who we truly were. Actually, we women, we have been pushed towards not loving ourselves. All the time I hear the biggest problem in women that I coach is having this feeling they are not enough. So to overcompensate that, they need to be perfect. Everything has to be under control, because we also have it internalized from the generations that came before us that we didn't have control of absolutely anything beyond the four walls of our houses. And that stigma stay within us. So there are several points that now push women towards perfectionism. Yet perfectionism is something that comes from the outside, and we take it as an internal. We internalize it, and we take it as if that will be ours. Yet we do have to understand that it's based on unconscious programming of us not being enough, and because of not being enough, being fearful that we are not gonna be loved. I remember as a child, you should be more quiet, you should be more pretty, you should be nicer, you should comply, and to be a nice and a good girl. Now, it wasn't my forte to be a good girl. I was loud, I was bossy. I liked the life of boys, like I told my story. So to move towards a more authentic self took me a lot of internal dwellings, a lot of internal deaths, a lot of surrendering. And I will come to that. Perfectionism is something like painting by numbers. Well, might look pretty, but what suffering took us to get there? Those boxes were not put by us. And that is where we lose power, because we try to comply to something that is not ours. And we try to do that because deep inside we think nobody is gonna love us the way we are. And that is moving from perfectionism to authenticity. Authenticity is an expression of the soul. Authenticity is showing your vulnerability. Authenticity is really creating the life you deserve, you wish, you want from the inside. And that life might not comply to what the external world demands from you. So authenticity means that you will have to deeply dig down into which are those things that take your energy away. Sometimes it can be complying to Sunday lunch with the family, in which you have to behave on a certain way, or you're stuck in a certain roles and you do not have the permit to change. You don't have the permit to show other opinion. You don't have the permit. And we internalize all those things, all those I don't have the permit to be myself. Oh, don't be like that. Don't behave like that. What if we would have the guts to change that? To say, actually, you mother, you father, you brother, you cousins, you should love me the way I am, unconditionally. And of course I'm different from you. And of course I'm the same as you, because we come from the same clusters of energy. Yes, yet I am allowed to be different. I am allowed to create a different life. I am allowed to express. Remember that creativity is something that we all humans have, and it doesn't have to be that you have to become a painter or a writer. Creativity has to do with the way you can create your own life, the way you can become a source of inspiration to your friends, the way you can plant a garden, the way you can translate different concepts or difficult concepts to your children. That is also creativity. That is also the sparkle of genius. Because when we become authentic, we become alive. We start living in purpose. Actually, purpose finds us and expresses through us. We are divine beings having a three-dimensional experience with everything that comes. And that's why we are unique, we are different. Trying to fit everything into molds of pseudo-perfectionism deploys ourselves from our soul, from our true being. It gets us out of power. So my invitation is for you to start making a list on those places where you could use a little bit more of yourself, where you can embrace more creativity, when you can ask to your guides, how can I be a channel of authenticity? Authenticity will give you much strength, will not deploy you, because it also, the moment you start living your authentic and true self, you develop a very thick skin. You will reject those things that are not meant for you, and you are gonna find sources of energy in the most indomitable and unexpected places. So be open to your authentic self. Be open to surrender and ask for help, because the rest of the universe is waiting for you to come to your power and show us who you are and what you do. And if you want to, you can drop a message below and tell me, where are you trying to be, feel, and live more authentically? I send you a very big kiss. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And I see you next Thursdays on my Mystical Thursdays. You can also follow me in Facebook and in Instagram for some updates on my programs, my books, and tips that can help you to live a greater life. You deserve it. Sit into your throne.